Yeah, I figured I'd give Kaiba the week off today. That doesn't even make sense. Whatever. Using just the exclusive Yugi mat, not that it matters, but I figured use it because it fits well with the deck list that I'm doing today. I put my Dark Magician deck back together because I decided that I wanted to run my Dark Magician deck again. If you'd seen the Yuma Kite Shark decklist video, and if you saw the description of it, you'd know that I was probably thinking of taking some of my character decks down since I'd done all the deck lists and stuff like that on them. Yeah, decided to put Yami Yugi deck into the... Yeah, decided to give it a break and put my Dark Magician deck back together. Hopefully this will go well, because this is like my 5th time trying this segment because I could not bloody get it to... I just couldn't get a good start to it, and then I sounded really stupid and drony. So start off with the double Dark Magician, same ones from before. I mean, I have a Legendary Collection one that I could use, but these are the two best ones because that one's been this one to me is pretty much like that one that Dark Magician 84 would always run in his deck. To him, that's basically my sort of like Dark Magician that has been with me for like years on end. And then there's just that one because the original artwork is awesome. The original artwork of this one is awesome as well, but I don't have it. If I can, then I'll probably throw it in place of this. But yeah, it's Dark Magician Girl, so it's a Dark Magician deck. You got to run Dark Magician Girl. Double Skilled Dark Magician because yeah, it's kind of staple. 1900 beat stick is always nice. Double Magical Exemplar. I never actually thought about looking for another super rare version of this. Now that I think about it, I probably should before I start getting too anal about it. Or I could just take the super rare out and replace it with the common the other common I got. 2 breakers. Again, have to start being anal about the fact that I'm using 2 different rarities of one. I don't want to just not use the gold rare one because the gold rare one's amazing. It's just kind of awesome like that. But whatever. 3 Apprentice Magician because it does those sorts of shenanigans. All Vindictive because it is a Man-Eater bug, and Man-Eater bug is cool, and All Vindictive is cool. Kind of like penguins and pangolins. You know, penguins are cool, and pangolins are cool, but Sandslash just isn't, even though it's a pangolin. But yeah, whatever. Double... Oh, what the hell am I saying double for you? The 2 level 5s, Oracle and Tricky, just to get to those synchros and the rank 5 Xyz, even though I've only got 1 of those, but yeah, whatever. 2 Magician's Valkyria just to up the light count, and it's potential lockdown if I can get the both of them on the field. 2 Gaga Magician to make the Xyz plays easier to make. Tuners, the only 2 I've got, Kurikutsi and Knight's End Sorcerer. I completely forgot that Knight's End Sorcerer was in Crossroads of Chaos, because if I'd known that, then I would have tried to pull that, but I guess shit happens. Chaos Sorcerer, because, yeah. Spells. Double Magical Dimension. Wonder Wand, the only wand I've got, because Bound Wand is in the Yuma deck. Allure of Darkness, and Miracle Synchro Fusion. That's all the draw power I have. I took out Arcane Barrier because it was just kind of It just kind of sits there and is a incredible, like, sort of massive flashing sign with flashing lights saying MST this shit. So yeah, Book of Moon, double MST, and then the Storm Darkhold Reborn stuff. Blah 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 blah. Trap lineup has had a bit of a facelift. We have the 2 Magician Circle because I love this card to bits. It's an instant Dark Magician goal if whenever you swing it shit. 2 Fiendish Chains because it was either this or Breakthrough Skill since I didn't have any effect veilers. I figured this was just the better option. 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential, and 1 Mirror. So that's the trap lineup. Obviously had a bit of a facelift since the last ban list. It was kind of Anyways, extra deck. There's no side deck here because it's just a fun sort of deck, but I want it to be competitive anyway, so I put an extra deck together that reflects this. Start off with the only fusion, Supreme Arcanite Magician, because, yeah, obviously got to have every single fusion to do that. Just the one Tempest Magician because, like, the whole thing with the Tempest and the Explosives, they really work, they work much better with spell counters and stuff like that, and this deck doesn't particularly run spell counters as much as something Spams and Demion. So I'm just going to stick with the one Tempest. I took both the Explosives out as well. For other sixes, I've got Iroquois and Iron Chain because those are the only two things I could find lying around. Sevens, double Arcanite Magician, and a Black Rose. Pretty straightforward. Then we have for eights, just the Stardust and the Thought Ruler Archfiend. And then for Exceeders, we have just the one Gachi now. I believe the last deck list showed two, but I think one of them is just fine for now. Then we have, for rank 4s, Papal Operative and Utopia, because I do not have Alchemic Magician. I could throw in a Shark Drake Vice, but there just wasn't any room for it. Rank 5, Zen Mayo. Go into that with like an Oracle or something in Gaga. Strike Bowser, Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Magician Girl, that sort of stuff. Gaga, of course. And Big Eye. Yeah. Gaga is pretty much the only reason I run these sorts of high-ranking monsters. And it's not like it's going to be impossible to get them on the field. Because, yeah. So yeah, that's the Dark Magician deck updated for this current ban list. And hopefully this one actually turns out pretty damn well. I think it did. Yay. So yeah, see if whatever I do next.